It's you running through my veins. Your love runs through my veins.
Alright, what's going on, family? It is Drea from the future, and this whole vlog, as you can see by the title, is about my baby's graduation. They are moving on up, okay? I now have a 5th grader and a 2nd grader, but I'm coming to you from the future because I forgot to do like the whole like sign-on thing to let y'all know what was happening in the vlog. So we're about to jump right into Theo's graduation because his was first, and then we'll jump over to Tom Tom's drive-by, drive-through graduation photo shoot. Y'all see what I'm talking about because it was a hot mess. Y'all see. Hey, Theo! What's going on, family? Pardon the angle. Had you hooked up to the charger. But getting ready for Tom Tom's 4th grade graduation. My baby is going to middle school. Just get older and older. But I'm getting ready to retwist his hair really quick. I didn't do it last night, which would have saved time because, I don't know, I have yet to find a wave cap or bonnet type situation, anything that stays on his head at night. And when he wakes up in the morning, it's like I never even did anything. Nobody loves him. Nobody cares about his head. So I was like, you know, I'm just going to do it right before when he gets out of school. So just picked him up from school. Let's sit down, retwist his hair, then have him go upstairs, get freshened up because it's hot outside and he's probably sweaty and a little funky. Have him freshen up. Then I will go and get freshened up, get dressed, and then head back to the school because the ceremony starts at 3, but doors open at 2:45. And I want a good seat. So that's the plan. Oh, sometimes go That was the most. We're on the other side of the school. All right, Tom Tom, congratulations, because that was the most ghetto experience of my life. I have never seen such. For what? Who does that to somebody for their graduation? All right, Tom Tom, you want to say what you're excited about? Hold the phone.
Yeah.
go to middle school?
I am very excited to go to middle school. I don't like Cannon Prep, but I still made it through. And I got many awards. I got 3, and plus these 2 medals I got. That's 5. I am very proud of myself of what I did, and
Hold it down, okay?
keep going. And I feel like I can do anything.
Okay, so graduation is done. It was fast. It was very fast. Oh, wait a minute.
What?
I dropped my keys. Less than 30 minutes fast. I feel like we waited longer in line to get in than we did actually on the inside.
Hello.
There's a graduate. Hi, middle schooler. How's it going? So we got all dressed up and we all looked so nice that it was kind of like a waste of outfit.
Yeah, because here's the catch. It was only 30 minutes. And so we look so good that we're going to go to Olive Garden. Because we can't just go home. We're just going to go to Olive Garden. So I headed back to my mom. I'm going.
There are no monsters. Alright, so what Thomas said, we all got dressed up and
You didn't lock the car.
oh, and to be quite honest, we all look too good to not be seen. Okay, just be honest about the situation. We look too good for people not to see it. So the boys decided on Olive Garden because that is their favorite restaurant. I've been trying to elevate their life, but they love the Olive Garden. So we're gonna go in here and have dinner. Like, the birds and the bees gotta see how hot we look, okay? Okay, guys, so I sound like Tum Tum. He loves to say, okay, guys. But yeah, we are done at Olive Garden. It was fun. I don't think I would like going to Olive Garden that early, like in the evening, afternoonish. It was not fun. One, they didn't have a bread person, so we didn't get any breadsticks. And then just our waitress, like, she was a little on the ghetto and the ratchet side. And it wasn't giving the same everybody's family vibe. So yeah, that was an experience. But we ate, and again, there was nobody really in there. So the birds and the bees got to see how hot we look. It was pointless because there was barely anyone in there. So today was just an all-around bust. But to like explain how the graduation worked, because in previous years, this came from, like, I don't know what the man's job title was, but someone at their school explained to us that in previous years, parents had complained about how long the graduation ceremony was. So they got the bright idea to shorten it by making it a sort of like drive-by. I've been calling it a drive-by graduation because that's what it felt like. But it was more like a drive-through type graduation scenario. So we stood in line for about, we got there at 2:45. The doors open. We got there at 2:43. So we stood there until about 3:05, and they finally let everybody in. We go in, and I'm thinking, like, okay, we're going to sit down. They're just going to have like a little short ceremony, because the guy had told us that it's going to be picture stations for you guys to take photos and all that kind of stuff. Cool. No, we did not get seated. Instead, the doors open. We go inside. We enter like into their main hallway, and they take the kids who are graduating, direct them into a room where they are given a cap and a gown. They then come out of the room, and then there are these tables that are set up with like gift bags on them. And it was like by class, and it had the kids' names on it. So each child grabbed their gift bag, and it had like their summer homework inside of it, which was a clever way to distribute the summer homework. And then for them to also have a bag to put their like awards and stuff in, so they didn't have to try to juggle it in their hands. That was smart. But the rest of it wasn't smart. It wasn't smart at all. So after you grab your little gift bag, then there was a picture station, like before you even went into the theater area. So the woman took your picture, and she was like, oh, well, we're going to like be emailing out all the pictures that we take of the students to the parents' emails. All right, cool. So then you get directed into the theater. Inside the theater, there are no seats set up. You're not sitting down at all. Okay, guys, sorry about that. I said okay, guys, yet again. But their dad called and basically just blew up all of my plans for the summer. But whatever, I digress. That's another catastrophe for another day. I just don't have the mental capacity to deal with that. But yeah, back to the graduation. Well, the drive-by graduation. So there were no chairs set up. And it was just like, again, the kids walked across the stage. And they had a teacher announcing like who the child was. And that she had to like flip through all these papers to say exactly what awards they were getting. Because again, they didn't do it like by class or any way that was like organized or made sense. So they like had to flip through all these papers to find the child, to then call out what awards they were getting as they were walking across the stage. And then at the end of the stage, they had a table that had all the awards and certificates and everything set up at the end of it. And again, the people down there had to flip through a bunch of papers to find the child's name so they would know exactly which awards they had to give them. And even then, like, they gave Tom Tom 2 trophies, 2 medals, and a paper certificate that he won, as well as his little diploma. But they still ended up having to like find us while we were waiting in line to take pictures because they forgot to give him another trophy that he had won. So it was just, it lacked all common sense and reason. So once he got off the stage, then it was like all these little backdrops they had set out. It was like balloons and little sign things with like the school's logo on it and stuff that the kids could take pictures in front of. And, like, that's all it was. And then in the back of the room, they gave out, like, Krispy Kreme donuts and pretzels to everybody. And that was it. It was over. It was literally over. You stopped at the 3 little picture stations inside of the theater after you got your stuff, and you walked across the stage where, like, barely anybody was paying attention to you except for like your family members who came there. So I had to like scream at the top of my lungs to just be heard for my baby, because, you know, everybody's still talking and chattering and all that kind of stuff. It was just a whole hot ass mess. And I didn't mean to curse, but it just is how I feel about how it was. A whole hot mess. But now Theo's graduation, it was very organized. It lasted like 45 minutes. Like, it was so organized. It felt like a graduation. But Tom Tom's and Theo's ceremony was only a move-up ceremony. Like, he's only going to 2nd grade. He's still going to be in elementary school. But Tom Tom is leaving elementary school and going to middle school, which is a big milestone. No, it's not middle school to high school or high school to college. But still, that's a big milestone to be leaving elementary and going into middle. And they completely got robbed of that with that drive-by graduation. So that's why afterwards I was just like, we gotta go out to dinner, because this ain't it. And then even at Olive Garden, it was kind of not it. Like, I ordered chicken Alfredo. They didn't have what I normally get. Normally I get the stuffed chicken marsala, but that wasn't even anywhere on the menu. I don't know if it was because it was like around lunchtime, or that's just like an occasional thing that they have on the menu. But I got the chicken Alfredo, and I started to kind of feel a little sick after it. I don't know what it was. Then no breadsticks. Like, it was just it wasn't given. Today was not a giving kind of day. There's always tomorrow. So the kids go back to school tomorrow, but it's a half day, and I have to work, but we have a half day. I don't know if they're actually going to let us go early or not. I wish they would let us go early, but we honestly have to start cleaning our classroom, so I doubt it. But yeah, sort of kind of back to my phone call. With their father, I now need to find a summer camp for my kids to go to because I still work during the summer. My school has ESY, which is like our summer program. And so we have like 2.5 weeks of paid summer vacation, and then we go right back to work. So my kids will be off for summer break, but I will still have to work. And okay, so the plan was for their dad to be taking them back to Colorado to spend the summer with him. He got their heads all gassed up for it. They're all like, oh, daddy's going to have me playing for this football team. He kept telling them, like, yeah, I got you signed up for this flag football team. Like, they're so excited about it. So geeked. But now, in the 9th hour, he's saying that, oh, I looked at tickets, and the tickets are really expensive, and I'm not going to be able to pay for those, so I'm going to just come to you for 2 weeks and spend it with them like that. Cool. Yay. So excited. So I'm not even going to say anything to the boys. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to say anything to the boys. I'm honestly going to leave that for their father to do. That's his doing. He's going to do his own dirty work. I'm not going to say a word. But now I need to find them a summer camp, which is going to be damn near impossible because it is late in the game and probably everywhere is full. Yeah. Yeah, like, and my plan for this summer was while they were with their dad, I was going to get like a second part-time job so that I could like get back on my grind because, after paying for my car to get fixed, it kind of like took a huge chunk out of everything I was saving in my bank account. So I was like, I'll get a second job, work part-time while I work my normal job. And all that money that I make at the second job, I'll just be able to replenish my bank account. But now that's not happening. So yeah, lucky me. Lucky me. All right, so yeah, that is the progress update on my life. On a personal level, life is crazy, but hey, my baby's graduated, and sooner than later, we're going to be moving on up in all aspects of our life. Just taking a really long time, it feels like. But okay, please make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.